Hey guys, so I know that I promised you a quick video on why you want to get to two star. I know that we had some of the diamonds asking why it's beneficial to open a second business center and start to build that as opposed to just continuing to build your first business center. So I know I kind of broke it down numbers wise, and that's kind of hard to do just sort of typing it out. So I wanted to kind of just do this quick little video to show you if you guys are a little bit better at kind of seeing it to sort of understand it. So I have my little whiteboard here that I'm going to kind of use because the big ones are all bolted to my wall. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you how my business center looks. So I'm going to do my right leg and my left leg. Okay, so here's my business center, and I have my right leg and my left leg. And I have, I'm going to just put a B for Brett, who is at the top of my left leg. So he's at the very top of my left leg. And he's the very first spot. So there's no volume that basically skips over him and comes to me. So we have all of the volume that flows up through his left leg. And then it basically flows up through my left leg also. So at the end of the week, if he only had 90 PV, but there was, say, 3,000 up that leg, he would show 3,000 on his left leg, and I would show 3,090. So we're earning on that volume twice, which is why we always want to talk about signing your spouse, because you're basically double dipping on that volume, which is obviously more volume, which is more team cycle bonuses, which is more money. So I'm going to kind of erase this to kind of show you now that we kind of covered that. So to get to two star, what do you need to do to get to two star diamond? You have to have a personally sponsored diamond on each leg. So one on your left leg, one on your right leg. They can be anywhere, obviously, on your right or left leg. And you also have to have a minimum of 12 personally sponsored coaches. So we need 8 for diamond, 10 for 1 star, and 12 for 2 star. Now, the 4 and 4 rule still applies. You need to have a minimum of 4. But if you have a really strong power leg, you're not going to want to put more than 4 or 5 on that leg unless you absolutely have to. So your inside leg could be really stacked. Mine were always even, so I always kind of had roughly the same number of coaches on both legs. But obviously that's going to be different for everybody, depending on where you're placed. And if you're not sure, by diamond, you usually can figure out where your power leg is. But if you're not sure, talk to your sponsor or talk to your upline. So what happened was when I got to 2 star, I had a diamond here and a diamond here. And I opened my second business center here. So this is Brett's left leg, obviously, and this is his right leg. So when he went diamond, he just had his 3 coaches and 1 emerald for his 4. So he really wasn't making a lot of money in team cycle bonuses. He was making, $18 maybe every other week. It wasn't a lot of money, and he had thousands and thousands and thousands of banked volume in carryover on his left leg. So that volume is great in theory, but it's not worth anything until we bonus on it. So we always want to make sure that we're maximizing our team cycle bonuses, which is the most important part of the compensation plan. So what did I do? He already had his right leg, which was being built very slowly. It was being built. And then what I did was when I placed my second business center, so I got to 2 star. When you get to 2 star diamond, you can open yourself a second business center. Basically, you sign yourself as a coach all over again and build another center. So people were asking why. Why would you do that again? Why would you want to start all over as a coach and get to emerald and then get to diamond? And then what I did was, I'm going to kind of make this look like it sort of is where it is, but it's not really. I signed myself as a coach all over again. And I put my second business center on Brett's inside leg. So now my second business center has a right leg, which is a power leg because it's off of Brett's leg that's building. And then it also has a left leg. Okay. So that's kind of how we all have a right leg and a left leg. And this is how, the little trees look as we kind of go through, and they get more and more intricate kind of as we go on. So we have, some emeralds down here and some emeralds down here and, this blah, 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 whatever. So it goes this way and this way. So why is this crucial and why is it important and why do you need to know how to do this? You need to know how to do this because we talked about it. Do you want to be earning 6% bonus? Do you want to be earning 12% or do you want to be earning 18% bonus? Obviously, you want to be earning 18% in team cycle bonus, right? That's the best bang for your buck. So the important thing is you want to make sure that you can place your coaches somewhere where it's going to help you. The most important thing that I think that I can really need to stress is you always want to build for volume and not for rank. If you can build for both at the same time, then that's fantastic. But you always want to be building for volume because the money doesn't come with a rank. The money comes with volume. So we always want to make sure that we're doing things to maximize our volume. So for those of you who have a power leg, you are always instructed to put your spouse on your weak leg. So as you build your spouse's account, you're cycling on volume that's banked on your power leg. So what happens now that my second center is built? So what I do is we have my outside left leg, which is still being built. It's still being built. There's still coaches being placed down there. We have Brett's inside leg. So now he's a great example because he only has 5 coaches on his outside leg because there's so much volume coming up. You basically lose the volume from that coach in this huge spread of volume. So every other coach, aside from those 5, they're all placed on his inside leg. And now they're placed below my second center. Same thing with coaches in my first business center. So I sign up coaches. They're personally sponsored by my first business center. But I go into the graphical genealogy and I click the little men and I place them either on the outside left leg in my second business center or on the outside right leg. They're still sponsored by my first center, but they're geographically placed on my left leg under my second business center. Why is this important? I kind of touched on it, but now I'm really going to show you. So why is this important? Because every coach that's placed under this spot, you're earning 18%, a little over 18% on, instead of 6%. So we know with team cycle bonuses for every 300 in volume, this is all backwards, which is 200 and 100, we are earning $18 at a diamond cycle rate. So you're earning $18 here, okay? So for every time my second center cycles, if I placed a coach here, that's volume, that will cycle. So this business center will cycle 1 time. This volume flows up through Brett's right leg, okay? So that same 100 triggered a cycle here. It's going to trigger a cycle here as well. And all of this volume flows up through my left leg and triggers another cycle here. That's a really messy drawing. So I don't know if you followed that. I hope that you did. Basically what it comes out to is, I'm going to just do this real quick and kind of show you. Okay, so there it is without all the doohickeys. So what happens is your volume, I forgot a leg. Okay. Your volume flows up through my second center. This triggers a cycle. Okay. This volume comes up, triggers another cycle here on Brett's inside leg, right? His inside leg always cycles at 100 because his left leg is his left leg is so strong. So you have that, and then this all flows up, and since my legs are even, I always cycle back and forth on both legs. So that triggers another cycle. So for every 100, so if I placed 100 volume down here, I would cycle one time because this would just go boop, straight up like that. But if I place 100 volume down here, I'm cycling 1, 2, 3 times on that 100 volume, okay? Which it gives you $54 versus $18. The other half of that we always forget about is that we have a matching bonus on our personally sponsored Emeralds and above. Diamonds get a 10% matching bonus. Some of you have started to get matching bonuses. Some of them are really tiny. I remember getting $1.40 matching bonuses for the longest time and being super psyched when they got over $5. And then when they got over $10, I thought I was like raking in the money. And then I hear of coaches that make thousands a week just in matching bonuses. So they grow. So what happens is when my second center cycles, okay, it's an $18 cycle plus a $1.80 matching bonus that my first business center earns. And then the same thing with Brett's center. His center will earn another $18 plus another $1.80 matching bonus that I earn in my first center because he's personally sponsored by my first business center. And since they're both Emeralds and above, they're both diamonds, they make $18 on a cycle, and I get another 10% of what they earn. So instead of placing somebody here and earning $18, I can place someone here and earn $57.60. So I hope that kind of clears it up for you. To kind of go into it a little bit deeper, when your second business center reaches a 2-star rank, you can open a third. It can also be personally sponsored by either your second or your first. I always recommend sponsoring it by your first business center. Hello. I would probably put it somewhere over here so that it would help my mom. And then you make money no matter where you place a coach, which is what we always want. And then Brett's would go obviously somewhere down here or somewhere below mine, second center. Anyway, that's kind of getting into it. Anyway, I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Don't hesitate to ask questions. This stuff is super important. It can really affect how you make your money and how fast you're earning team cycle bonuses and matching bonuses. So I hope that this was really helpful. Have a great night.